profile. This goes to my profile page, so I can edit and get into my profile section. All right. So you'll see some common themes within our system. And one is in the upper right-hand corner, there's a lot of save and cancel. That's typically where the save and cancel pieces are. And then over on the left-hand side are different tabs that jump to different parts of the page you're on. CWS settings right there, general right there, and then social media, if I jump to that, it jumps down to the bottom of the page. So I'm going to go back to the top of the page and we'll walk through this profile. So a lot of this information has already come into the system, but if you'd like to make modifications, this is the place and the time to do that. So first and last name are locked into the system. When you're set up by the admin into the system, those pieces are locked down, but the admins can change those. That's not a problem. This top button here, enable my home worth widget. So that's the AVM tool on each individual agent page. And so we've got that enabled to everybody as yes. If you'd like for some reason to take that off, just go ahead and click no. If there's any teams that you're linked to, you can browse and make sure that you're linked to those teams here. Street address is here, city, state, zip code, country, of course. So you've got all your different phones. What's important is this SMS phone. So if you'd like to receive notifications and leads via text messaging, we need you to put your SMS phone, or which is the mobile phone. For those of you that aren't familiar with the SMS, that would just be a texting phone, a phone that we can text to. And so you would take the mobile phone here, and you would go ahead and put it in here, and then you need to put your carrier in there as well. So hopefully we have everybody's carriers there, and that enables us to do the conversion of email to email to text service. Okay, if you have any other phones, you put them there. We've got your primary email. If you have a secondary email, you can add it. Okay, now we get into the picture. Picture is pretty straightforward. If you want to take a look at the picture after you upload it, you just click on it there. From here, if you want to crop the picture after you load it, you click on the crop tool. And this gives you different perspectives that you can crop it to. So as you click one, it automatically adjusts that for different ratios. And then if you want to do an actual dimension, an actual pixel dimension, you can do it there. You can also move the crop tool manually like this, or you can move and do the crop tool with the borders on the right-hand side. So fairly straightforward, probably more tools there than people need, but it is nice to be able to set a straight 3x4 inch portrait if that's what we're looking for. Those typically do look best, but Jim's photo looks great on the side as well. So there's really no need to make a change there. If you do want to make a change after you're done cropping, you just click save. But in this case here, we'll just exit out. All right. Attaching the file just brings up a standard straight ability to grab any picture that you want and then dump it into the system. Now, we looked on the front end of the site, and you saw when we were on, I think it was Dwight's website, you saw on his agent page and his website several different abilities to put a bio in, right? The bio shows up on his agent page. The bio shows up at the bottom of his individual website as well. This is where the bio comes from. So, biography here. You can edit it by clicking in here or by clicking edit. Either one is fine. So again, we're on Jim's profile section, and we've just scrolled a little bit down the page. So we're really not too far into the system at all now. If I click on here that I want to edit, it pulls up a nice editor. For those of you that actually would like to do embedded video, you can do that on your bio. You can do slideshows. You can import iframes from other things. If none of that made any sense to you, then you don't need to worry about it. But if it did make sense to you, you can go directly to source code. So if I click here, I can see the HTML source code. Everything else is kind of like a Word doc. And so you've got different formatting features. You've got different styles of text, different sizes, whatever you'd like to do. You can be as creative as you want. And again, this shows up primarily in two places: on the front page of your agent website and on the agent page under your office profile. Okay. So as I scroll down a little bit more, I've got my time zone, preferred language. Next week when we're on the ground, we'll be working a little bit with Greg and his team to be dealing with the sync issues. We'll be able to sync with Rackspace Exchange Server, and if any of you have the Google Business Tools, we can sync with those as well. But let me remind you that everything that was in the Agent Achieve system has come over, and so there's really no need to start with a sync or to do heavy imports and exports. Moving forward, you should have everything that you had a couple of weeks ago or even a couple of days ago, and we should be good to go. You've got a birthday field there, license number field there. The license number is input when the admin adds you to the system. From here, we've got all of these languages to choose from. Whatever language is chosen from here will show up on your agent bio, next to your agent bio and kind of your profile section. It is also going to show up in the search. So if someone's on the main corporate site and they want to search for an agent that speaks anything, Mandarin, click on Mandarin on here and make sure that that's checked, and you save your profile, and then you'll be part of that search. Here's the designations. So any of these designations that you hold are important to make sure that they're checked. And here's the actual professional title. And that's going to be set when you enter into the system as well by the admin. Now, if you have any social pieces, Google Plus account, Facebook, YouTube, all those kind of things, those show up in several different places as your bio kind of follows you around different websites. So it shows up on your little agent cards, little Facebook icon, a LinkedIn icon, all those pieces. They all show up there, so I would really encourage you to make sure that these are entered. Enter them exactly like Jim did there with the HTTP and the full link from your browser when you're looking at your specific profile, and you should be just fine. Okay, so these show up in a lot of places, and I would encourage you to put as many of those as you can around. When you're done, you click Save. I'm going to click Cancel because I don't want to mess up Jim's bio in case I did change anything by accident. And then we're good. So let's go back to our home page. So we modified the bio.